Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the comments, generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. We're going to ring the bell. We're going to go ahead and clear out the energy, and then let's just see what the message the Spirit has for us. I feel like, the outside of you is you, but for some reason it's almost like you're afraid to show the authentic side of you, the inside of who you truly are. And I feel like it's because you've done that before, you've shown that before, but it's been taken advantage of. Hey, March for Life. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Yeah, it's been taken advantage of. So it's like your purpose. It's already been revealed to you, but you were kind of like hesitant to get on that path, But one thing you have to realize about you, about your purpose, about your path, is you already know how to defend what you know to be true about what you know. It's like it's almost kind of like somebody, for whatever reason, expected you to be okay with some bullshit they would never be okay with. And to know that they are the ones that's acting horribly, and they're the ones that's creating all the drama. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Leadership. Something about appearances. Something about appearances in leaders, in leadership, or maybe the way that you're making something, the way that you made something look like it was easy. You made something look like it was easy. And if you are a born leader and you make something look like it's easy, yes, you are going to get a lot of hate. Hey, like Worker William. Hi, Elizabeth. So, and that's the thing. Like somebody expected you to go in a certain direction. They did. They expected you to be so committed to something that you would always court this, whatever it was, whatever this bad behavior was. I told you, somebody expected you to be okay with some horrible behavior on their part. And like you was not supposed to do anything, knowing that here they are committing atrocity after atrocity after atrocity after atrocity, and you're supposed to sit there and act like you don't see shit. You don't mind, like oh, that's just how they are. No. That's just not you. And somebody, the only reason that they did it, the only reason they even tried to cause all this drama is because they was trying to get a rise out of you. That was it. Hey, Robert, how are you? Hey, official. Yes, how are you? Okay, all right, and we will definitely be answering the first uh 5 people who follow me on TikTok will get a question. Anyone else on TikTok that wants to know questions, you definitely can. It will be $1 a question, and I think I have my pages or my information somewhere. You have to look for it. Yeah, see, somebody like I said, they was just trying. Hey, Malcolm, how are you? It's like they was doing it to kind of get some kicks out of it. What's the message, Spirit? It's like almost like somebody wanted to see exactly how far they could go before you said something, before you called them out on their bad behavior. That's what it is. Somebody wanted to see how much they could push you. Will I find someone good in school? Let me write it down to Fisiel. I'm not sure if we have a moderator. Oh, okay. She's working till 9, so she won't be there today. But we do have a moderator, but she won't be here today. Okay, so Official. Let me see. And it was find someone good in school. All right, I'm writing your question down, and we'll come back to it. Good in school. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's almost like I said, the only reason that they was doing all this is they want to see how far they could push you before you said something. Hey, love, lifted, be poetry, and educate to liberate. How are you? Hi, Anissa. You can't make this up. Like somebody was trying to fight for your seat on the throne. You know what I'm saying? How do you fight for that shit? Like, how do you fight for someone's calling? How do you fight for someone's gift? How do you fight for someone's knowledge or their intelligence? You know, how do you fight for someone was like not thinking. But you know what? It's like you had to let whatever that was go. You just had to let that be because you had to worry about saving yourself. And that was the best thing that you could have done. Saved yourself because you already knew, and it was very important that you know who you was dealing with. You was dealing with somebody who felt like they knew it all. A wise guy. You know, they somebody that felt like they just always had the right answer. And like if you said something, no, yours wasn't good enough, they would say something, and there's something that they say would incorporate something that they said plus yours to make it seem like they really came up with the all-encompassing answer. See, it's something about you and your personality. Like I said, you was afraid to really allow yourself to shine. You know what I'm saying? You was really afraid to let yourself shine, to be the authentic you, who you are on the inside. Because then that's whenever people want to come, they want to ask you shit, they want to borrow, they want to beg, they want to, and Lord knows they want to definitely steal. And it's almost like this innocent part of you, because you always wanted to see the best in people. You would always help. But your kindness would always be taken for a weakness. Always be taken for a weakness. That's how you had to learn how to fight spiritually. You had to learn how to really take up for yourself. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like there had to be some type of message that was sent to you. Like God had to send this message to you. Confirmation. God sent this message to you and said, listen, you're going to have to learn how to protect yourself now. Being wholesome don't mean that you can be a sucker. Being wholesome don't mean that you gotta keep turning the other cheek. Sometimes you gotta sucker punch them back for them to understand you mean leave me the fuck alone. See, some people, they don't understand. Somebody didn't understand something. They felt like if they could get things out of you, then that meant that you loved them. And that's why, and there's a lot of people that's like that. That's why people want to use you, because they want to try and get things. It's almost like there's this competition to see who can make collective prove that the collective loves them more, and they want to try and suck shit out of you. But see, if they was on their game, they would just be wanting your time. That type of energy. That's the most important energy that you got. See, now it's like somebody's afraid to, or they're not afraid. They just haunted by what their objective was when it came to you. You know, because apparently things are not turning out the way that they expected things to turn out. Like they expected to be able to control. You know, if people saw you or people didn't see you, like they didn't want anyone to look at you like, you know, you outshone them. You know, it's like they wanted to be able to turn off the switch when it comes to you outshining somebody. So not just that, but it's like they can't turn off the switch. Something about your light, your inner light. It can't stop it. That's what makes you radiate that peace within. That's what makes you feel that calm. Even whenever everything is crushing around you, you still feel that calm, that peace, that being centered. And like I said, they wanted to stop this light about you. They wanted to stop your peace. They wanted to visibly see you physically be shaken. But you weren't. Like I said, something within you had to learn how to defend yourself. And you already knew what you knew, you knew. But something about what was driving this person to do all of these things, or to act this way, or to try and take this from you, it was driven by fear. That's all it was just fear that was driving this person. And there was a whole backstory about this, how this person, you know, got to be so fearful, almost like afraid of their own shadow. I feel like it has to do with them making a conscientious decision not to forgive. To always like I'm never going to forgive somebody like that. I'm never going to forgive that. I'm always going to hold that to the front of my mind. Somebody's never going to do that to me. And that's the whole thing. They made a conscientious decision not to forgive, which is holding them back. That's why somebody feels like they have to act like that. Like they have to take advantage of somebody else before somebody else takes advantage of them. They just, instead of them just realizing that they just met up with the wrong one. Everybody ain't like that. Ain't that right, Lisa Renee? See, I'm telling you, it's something about, hey, La Unique, there's something about somebody feeling so privileged. You know, it's like, no, you know, I don't feel like somebody feels privileged. I feel like somebody actually is looking at you like you're very privileged. Yeah, like somebody, they're looking at you like, you know, like you have things that they don't have, or you get things that they don't get, or like you could want something and then all of a sudden it materializes. Like they feel that you feel like you are somewhere above them, but that's not how you feel. That's not how you feel. And that's why somebody felt like they wanted to play in your energy as opposed to being serious with you. This person played you like you was a joke. This person played you like you was a joke. This could have been somebody in your family. Or this could be the reason why you're no longer around family. Hey, solidified T. You know, this could be a reason why. Yeah, because as far back as you can remember, somebody was a snake. You know, and maybe this is why you were afraid to. You know, it's not like you're afraid. It's just that there is a fear for you to be able to drop your guards and be you. You know, because you have to defend yourself against this vain motherfucker. You know, like I said, somebody acted like you should be okay with them acting so horrific towards you. Like you don't even see nothing like it's supposed to be like that. You know, like I said, like somebody that you're connected to, like you don't see them acting so horrific towards you. But not this time. This time you're too smart. This time it's different. This time you already know what you know. And like I said, you're not afraid to defend yourself. This time you was told to defend yourself. You was told to stand up. You was told to not fall for the bullshit no more. This time is different. This time you get ready to put some justice down. There's going to be justice that's happening that is in your benefit because of you were of service. You know, because you don't have a problem being of service. That's why you're getting justice, confirmation, because you don't have a problem being of service. But one thing you're not gonna motherfucking do is allow somebody to think that they can turn you into some motherfucking martyr. Like you just gonna bend over all the way backwards, all the motherfucking time, and this bitch can't even lean forward a little bit for you. Fuck that. Somebody had their head stuck up in their ass. Get the extraction kit. Help them get it out. Like I said, you already know your purpose in life. You already know what you're here to do. You found that out. That's old school. That's old news. But see, like I said, somebody that's why you it's almost like you know what you're here to do, but because of somebody else's nth degree of bullshittiness, it's like you're afraid to just be you. You know how there's a bully. This is what it is. Somebody else is a bully. Somebody's afraid to be bullied. God said, step out of your comfort zone. Stand up for yourself. Fuck that bully. Trust me. I got you. I got the power in your fist. You may be 5'2", 100 pounds with ankle weights on. And that motherfucking bully be 6'3", 240 pounds with the length, the arm length of a football field. But fuck that. When I tell you to swing, because we're knocking that motherfucker down. Yeah. Somebody don't realize they live with a whole witch. They living with a whole fucking witch. Okay? Yeah. And they think that somebody wants somebody to feel obligated because of a promise to do something and to be there and not leave or not stand up for themselves. They feel like, remember whenever you promised. Well, shit, you broke your fucking promise. See, somebody is like, you know, somebody just like was I feel like somebody was an airhead. They was an airhead. They wasn't really thinking. It's almost like when it comes to this person, they're not necessarily afraid to be themselves. I feel like it's more like you know how you meet somebody that's real good looking, and you're kind of like, oh my God, like, how did I get this person? Like, they are incredibly fine, finer than a motherfucker. How did I pull them in? And then you just, and this person is hanging around you all the time, and and you thinking, you know what, I am the shit. I am the shit. But then the longer you get to know this person, you find out, even though this person is real fine, they got some fucked up ways. Okay? They got some fucked up ways. And you want to get rid of their ass. But the only thing that's stopping you, two things. This motherfucker is fine. Second thing, this motherfucker could put it down. Damn. So those are the only two things that's stopping you from just clean slate. You know what I'm saying? Clearing house. That's it. Hey, Kelly Swag, how are you? Hey, Skura, how are you? Kelly Swag, miss you, baby. That's it. That's the only two things. You know, that's why. But this person knows it. That's why they acting like you should be okay with their bad behavior. But see, something about this person, like I said, you think about getting rid of this person, out of sight, out of mind. But this person, that their body is banging, baby. It's like, damn, Rock. I hated how you embarrassed me. Stop kissing me like that, Rock. Stop. Dwayne Johnson, stop kissing me like, stop, baby. Stop. Oh, yes, baby. That's whenever it's all over. That's whenever you ain't going nowhere. Here's your key back. Here's the garage door opener. Here, I changed the code on the door. I wrote the new code down for you. Okay, I added you back to all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because somebody had some type of hold over you. It's like that. It's almost like, like they had some type of a hold over you. Some type of entity. That's why there was always this conflict. And that's why it was hard for you to disconnect. Or somebody was hard for them to disconnect. So it was almost like, it wasn't like they was afraid to be them. It wasn't they was afraid to show who they were. It's just that there was some type of entity. There was some type of toxicity that they couldn't get away from. Yeah. And then that's whenever people started, or somebody, noticed it. Somebody noticed it, that there was that dark energy. There was something around that just wasn't right. That's when someone said it was time for them to change. It's time for them to go towards positive people, positive things, positive situations. It was time for them, no matter, even if they had to get rid of that fine ass motherfucker, they knew how to put her down. Coming in like a tall glass of cool water on a hot summer day. Damn it. Even if they still had to get rid of that motherfucker and keep it moving. Keep it moving. Even if the next 22 dudes they faced was like 12 steps down from that one, they still had to keep it pushing. They could not keep that one around. I'm telling you. Somebody even may have had to go to smoke a weed or something just to take their mind out the situation, or to help them get over the stress or something. or maybe somebody was drinking a little bit more, health and self-medicate or something like that. Having to get over that loss. Because that felt like it was a death. Fine ass motherfucker like that. And who knew how to take that, man? The only thing was he talked too fucking much, and the shit that he allowed to come out of his mouth didn't make no damn sense. And he was argumentative. Damn, it was like a double-edged sword. Yeah, I'm telling you, something about this motherfucker didn't know how to shut the fuck up. If he spoke, and you convinced about this now, and you know what? And at first you felt funny saying this, but you don't feel funny no more because it's hurt your heart. But if he spoke another language that you didn't understand and you didn't know how to talk it back, y'all would still be together. Y'all would still be together, but because this motherfucker couldn't shut the fuck up, that's the only reason y'all broke up. That's it. I'm telling you, because you've seen it. You have a whole new perception. You see things differently now. And that's the whole thing. See, something about somebody's family member or something about some type of different location or somebody being at this different location. Or it could be that, you know what, the person who had some type of control was at a whole different location. Like, how somebody, they got people in prison that's sitting here calling the shots on the streets. They're calling the shots, but they in a whole different location. I'm telling you, this is somebody who was talking about who to put in work with, how the game was going to be played, who was going to do what. I'm telling you, that may be another reason why somebody was afraid to be themselves, because they felt like they was never going to get a break, because they always felt like somebody was going to be able to make a call. Hey, behaving goals. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, something about you survived this whole thing. You survived this whole situation just by thinking outside of the box. Like you sat back and you thought about what you really needed to do to get out of this, to get out of the matrix. And that's exactly what happened. Because first of all, it was like you knew that you had to let go of anybody that was dark, negative, that was always causing conflict, that, couldn't be depended on. Anybody that turned their back on you in the past, the motherfuckers is gone. Gone. You not doing it no more. In fact, you out here looking for people that exhibit negativity. You out here looking for people, because the minute that you see that's when you change course. You on a whole different boat. You on a whole different thing. Yeah, you're not gonna be the source of anybody's entertainment just because they bored and they ain't got shit else to do. That's not gonna be you. Sorry. Yeah. What else, Spirit? Yep. See, and then these family members that you couldn't depend on, people that talking about, I got your back, but they not there. You know what I'm saying? Now you understand what you got to do to survive. Now you smart. You getting smart. Somebody's starting to get smart now, y'all. They figuring out that they're gonna have to fight back, but on the outside, it don't look like somebody is doing a damn thing at all. It's like let's give them something to talk about. It look like they ain't doing shit. Like they allowing somebody that feel like they can play in their energy to have their way. But I'm telling you that's what they was thinking. That is allowing somebody that's acting all kind of crazy to have their way. On the outside, they ain't doing nothing, but on the inside, they plotting and they planning. They getting it together. Yep. They're about to bring it, y'all. They are about to bring it. Because they said, you know what, this motherfucker wants some drama. I'm gonna bring him some drama. Yeah, I'm telling you, they making they networking. They are networking, making these deals with these people around town. Somebody is getting some master plan together. I'm telling you, somebody doing something because they are so tired of somebody else bullying them. Yes, telling you, this wise guy, I'm telling you, it's very important that this person understand that this wise guy was trying to get them to martyr themselves. Somebody about to get their entire ass kicked. Okay? The entire ass kicked. They thought that they was just all good and gravy. You're going to have gravy all over your face by the time it's finished. What's the message, Spirit? Hold on, y'all. I don't know how my little skirt keep riding up and I'm just sitting the hell down. Shit. Maybe I'm moving around in here too much or something. All right. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Somebody feel like, you know, they hate that they got to do this. They hate that they got to do this. But they feel like there is no other way. Because somebody wouldn't leave them alone. Somebody wouldn't stop. Somebody wouldn't grow the fuck up. Somebody wouldn't act right. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like these people would not stop. Somebody would not stop this bullshit that they was doing. They wouldn't let it go. That's why they hate that they got to do this, but they got to do this because it's going to teach somebody a lesson. This is going to teach them a lesson. And the way that they are going to do it, it's going to affect these people's pockets. It's going to affect these people's personal things. You know, these people is not going to know what the fuck is happening when it's happening. But you feel like the objective, when it's all said and done, when that tree is finally stopped shaking, because you stopped shaking that motherfucking tree, you want them to all know. You want them to all get the message that it was you that did all this shit. They thought that you was innocent. They thought that you didn't know. They thought that you was stupid. They thought that you was slow. You don't know what they thought, but you know what you do know. That these motherfuckers, all these motherfuckers is about to hit the floor. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, you want them to know exactly who came for them. Boom. Put my name, spell out my entire name. My first, all 7 of my middle names, and all 3 of my last names. Put the entire name down. John Jingleheimer Schmidt, Taylor Andrew Smith. Put it all down there. What's the message, Spirit? That I'm the one that came for you. What's the message? Yep, I'm telling you, somebody gonna get the message that you was not as innocent as what they thought. But they're gonna know why. They're gonna know why something happened. They're gonna know why something happened though, because they kept fucking with you. It's like, you know, you get to a certain point, you just don't care no more. You tired. You tired. Like, get out my way. Bottom of the deck. Woman holding the heart. Yeah. And as much as you love, you allow people just to see all these nicks on this heart. You allow people to go nick after nick after nick, and you kept giving them chance after chance after chance until you finally said, fuck it. Oh, I'm out. You walked the fuck away. But see, when you walked away, that was your blessing, because that's when you got on your temple path the path that you were supposed to been on. And see, it shook all them motherfuckers up because they was like, ho, 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 ho. Wait a minute, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, Original, how are you, sweetie? They didn't know what they didn't know. They didn't know. See, the path that they chose and the path that you chose. Two totally different paths. The path that you chose is taking you to abundance. That's why they like, hold up. Wait a minute. What? See, something about your personal power, something about your confidence. Yeah. You know who you are. Like I said, you found out what your purpose was a while ago. That's why they can't fuck with you. Somebody was afraid to be themselves. But see, they had to wake up. They had to listen to God. They had to believe in God when God said, fuck that. Take up for yourself. Pop that motherfucker in the eye. We don't condone violence. Spiritual popping. A spiritual popping. That's all that is. Yep. Something about somebody that's your counterpart. Somebody that's supposed to be your soulmate, somebody that's supposed to be your ride or die, they really appreciate you. And I feel like this person really appreciates you because they saw you do the damn thing. And I feel like this is the person that's your counterpart. This is the same person that was afraid to stand up for themselves for some reason. But they had to watch you stand up for yourself. And now that they see you stand up for yourself, they like all on it. They're like, oh, I love this. Hi, Fazia. Open to take, call to take, to keep my river face back to me in my life. We're to open to take, to call to take, to keep my river face back to me. Okay, because of just my mother, my life forever. Okay. Fazia, did you have a question? Because I'm going to be doing the questions here in a little bit. Yep. See, you gain victory. You gain victory over all of this. Because, and the part that you gain victory over was the part that, because somebody wanted you to feel anxious and they wanted you to feel mad. They wanted you to feel that anger on the inside. They wanted you to really be afraid to show who you were. And because you were afraid to show who you were, it came out as anxiety or came out as anger or came out as both, came out as PTSD, came out of whatever. But instead, that's not what happened. You actually received the abundance that you're receiving because you listened to the downloads that you received. It's like you didn't pay attention to what somebody else wanted you to pay attention to. You paid attention to the Most High. And that's why you're happy. Because you went through the door of the Spirit. What's the message? See, this other person, they're so envious because they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. Confirmation if you heard that. They don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. They don't know what the fuck their purpose is here for, why they're supposed to be here, or, they don't know nothing. That's why this person is so angry, because they haven't sat down to figure out, why am I here? And it's almost like this person feels like it's a game or a time. Like you wasn't supposed to figure out what your purpose is before they figured out what their purpose was. That's the whole thing. Hey, K Hyphy, how are you? Okay, all right, enjoy your convention. It's almost like, yeah. And plus, on top of that, this person, they felt like money was the most important thing in the world. You know, that's why, like I said, somebody was trying to use you for the tangible things that you have. But like I said, you're so confident within yourself. You feel so good with about yourself because you know where you're going. You know where you're, like that Diana Ross song said, do you know where you're going? Do you know where you're headed to? You know. Yes, and then on top of that, you know what? It's like the more you open yourself up, the more that you're able to see, and the more that you open up your third eye, it's like it translates to what you're feeling as well. And how people feel about you, how people gravitate towards you too. Yes, because then that shows that the angel of love is around you. And that makes you to be a very balanced person. It's like I said, you made a decision that anybody that exhibited any type of negativity or toxicity, you was getting away from. This was you embracing love, embracing positivity, embracing that the spirit, the most high God, is speaking to you through downloads through the crown chakra, showing you what you need to see with your third eye chakra, which is opening up the abundance, the beauty of life, the beauty of your journey, the beauty of everything that you're here to do, which is opening up that heart chakra. When you opening up that heart chakra, then that's whenever you're feeling more confident about yourself. When you're opening up that solar plexus chakra, opening up that solar plexus chakra, because now you're more confident. That's helping with your relationships, your creativity, things that you take pleasure in, and that's helping you with that base chakra to feel a lot more secure. Not that fight or flight. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, see this man, I feel like he's finally allowing himself to open up his heart. He's finally answering the call. It's going through the door to personal healing and happiness. That's a different door. That's the door answering the call to personal. That's you. What you want, what you like, what makes you feel good, what opens up all your chakras, that personal healing and happiness. This man, it's like he's sitting here thinking about, what the fuck took me so long to get here? It's almost like, and now this man is understanding that the power of love is so much more important than any dollar ever. This is, like I said, with this, this person now, they feel confident with their relationships. Miguel. Yeah. See, and so now this person is sitting here thinking about why they was afraid to approach you. What was their fear in approaching you? What was it about them? Because they now understand it was nothing about you. It was just always about them. They had that fear within them. And it could have been because, you was always confident. You always knew how to defend yourself, especially against the sea. So maybe this person felt like, they were afraid of you because almost like you could see the true them. You could see that reflection of who they didn't want you to see. Yes, because everything was out in the open. You was too smart for that. You was too smart to allow someone to tie you up with bullshit. Anytime somebody had some type of plan in place, you was the first to call them out. Anytime somebody was trying to act like somebody they wasn't, you was first to hold up that mirror. Tell them what they trying to control. See, you was always one step ahead of somebody. And that's what they didn't like. The fact that you was always one step ahead, they could never ever break your heart because you already knew what their game plan was before the game even started. Hey Tara, how are you, sweetie? So yeah. So that's why you are at such a good spot right now. You get to rest. You get to rejuvenate. You get to heal. You were in a good spot. Tara, what's going on? And Tara, go ahead and if you got a question, go ahead and put it in the chat, sweetie. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the TikTok official. Let me see. You wanted to know if you're gonna find someone good in school. Let's find out. Let's ask. We'll start with this deck. No, we'll do this deck. Okay, I'll find that in a second, Tara. Okay. Okay, so official. This is a bottom of the deck is the World card and the Star card, and then we got the Five of Wands. So I kind of feel like, you know what, this is, you completing cycles, doing whatever you need to do to elevate yourself, to be competitive. I feel like really Spirit kind of wants you to, instead of worrying about meeting someone, that could or could possibly not be very good for you, Spirit, I don't think wants you to worry about that. I kind of feel like Spirit wants you to concentrate just on doing you, not worrying about hooking up, not worrying about getting with nobody, not worrying about whatever. Yeah. And you know what? And to be honest, I feel like Spirit said, hey, kind of date. Don't look for somebody specific. Don't sleep around because there's too much shit out there. But date. That way you're going to find the best one for you. And you are not going to be stuck in some old toxic ass fucked up situation. Where you feel like you have been beat up and you gotta, all that other shit. Hold on, let me see. What else, Spirit? What else for official? Then we're gonna answer Tara, and then we're gonna see if there's any other questions on TikTok. We got 4 more questions free questions on TikTok. Yeah, something about you need to official. You need to study. You need to study. Because if not, it's almost like it's going to get you off track. You're not going to be prepared. Something else is going to happen that you're not going to see coming. Yeah, it's going to be the end of something. So study. So I hope that was your question. I hope that's okay. Because sweetie, that was the answer. Yes, Nerville. Yep. Go ahead and put your question in the chat, okay, sweetie? Okay, so let's see. Fazia, I am ready to open to take call to keep my pregnancy in my life because of I'm chosen mother in my life forever and never in my life. Okay, hold on. Let me see, Fazia. Let's see what's going on. Okay, all right, Narville, hold on. All right, so wait. Okay, so Fazia, so wait a minute. We get ready to answer Tara, and then we're gonna come to Fazia, okay? All right, so Tara, hold on a second. That's Fazia. Tara. Tara, bottom of the deck is your beacon. So this is all right. Something about just, I feel like kind of playing around, not taking things serious. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, and it's like pay attention to something. Notice something. Notice something. Notice something about their character. Okay. Spirit kind of said, hey, don't be afraid to take the leap to get yourself in alignment, because I'm going to tell you something. If we have any doubts, then it's probably not the one. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yep, something about somebody needs to work on their inner child. And that might be the thing that is lighting up. Maybe somebody's immature, because we got play, light in the dark, and inner child. So that might be something that, maybe somebody's not mature enough yet. Maybe they need to wait a day or something like that. What else, Spirit? Okay. Yep. Yeah. See, because something about somebody, what you don't know is somebody's about to lose everything. That's what you don't know. Somebody's about to lose everything. Yeah, and it's all connected to their integrity. So Tara, that might be somebody, he might be about to lose everything, and it's all connected to his integrity. Yeah, yeah, something about a new day. Oh, and something about it's maybe in another day or something, like he's gonna become very possessive, or or putting you down, like you're not enough, like you like trying to be very mean to you. You know how somebody trying to act like you not doing enough or something? It's almost like what he's trying to create is almost like for you to kind of like get used to it and kind of go with the flow or something. I know this. Yeah, it's almost like trying to create a smoke and mirrors type of situation. You know how somebody, because it's getting ready to come, honey. Watch. Seasons and difficulties. It's a smoke and mirrors. You're gonna see. You may not see it right now today. Give it 6 months. Give it 6 months. You're gonna be like, damn. Step by step is getting ready to happen. Give it 6 months. You're gonna be like, damn, this shit happened. So that might not be the answer you wanted to hear, but that was the answer. Okay. All right. Now we're getting ready to do Fazia. All right. So hold on a second. Let me go back up to Fazia. Okay. Here it is. All right. All right. So Fazia, I'm going to see what the message the Spirit has for you. Okay. And then after Fazia, we're going to do Neville. Okay. All right. So Fazia, what's the message? Okay, something about traveling or moving forward. Something is happening fast. Could be your financial situation is changing rapidly. One day you're down, next day you're up. Started at the bottom, now I hear. Started at the bottom, now the whole thing. Here started, like how you start at the bottom, but now you all the way at the top. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? What is the message? Yeah, something about a time. It was time for you to move forward after a time of being depressed or let down or something like that. Because it's almost like it's time to get back there. Stop trying to hold off to yourself. Like, are you trying to not do? Yeah, almost like you afraid to kind of go out in the public and be in society again or something like that. You're not going to have to defend yourself like you think that you are. Almost like there was something that was confusing, that you thought something was coming in, something that was like a given, but or you thought maybe you was going to get something, a position or something like that, a title, somebody's going to pop the question, something, but it didn't happen, and maybe you was embarrassed or something, but it's Spirit said it's time to get back out there. Yeah, it's like something about, it's time to get back up there. Instead of letting and don't, Spirit said, don't let nothing hold you back, especially if you think somebody got something smart to say. That's not, don't worry about all that. Spirit said, but it's time for you to get back out there, because there's somebody there for you. That Spirit's words are, it's time for you to get back out there, because there's somebody I want you to meet. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit says there's somebody I want you to meet. Okay? Hey, Saida, how are you, sweetie? Yep. Yeah, so have faith. Have faith. Understand that there's something that's out there for you. You just got to be you have that discernment whenever you're going for whatever this is. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. Confirmation. You're going to get some type of message. Yeah, it's almost like I don't know why I'm hearing a blast from the past. You're going to get a message, something, a blast from the past. Maybe somebody that you used to work with or hang out with. Maybe somebody when y'all was crazy, when I was younger, you used to do some wild and crazy things or whatever. Or somebody that you fell out with. Could be a family member that you fell out with, a close friend or something. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else? Say everything is going well with me. Yeah, something is coming into you. Something is coming towards you. It's going to require some, I don't know if it's going to require some type of contract. But if so, read the fine print. Read it. All right, now we get ready to go to Nerve, okay? Hold on, Nerve. Let's go ahead and we're going to shake these up. Then we're going to get another deck and see what the message is. Ooh, your question about that little bambino. Let's see. All right, hold on. Bottom of the deck, we have some interference. And you know what? This could be you trying to figure it out. And maybe you trying to figure it out because you would be a single parent or something. And you would have to do it all by yourself. You're not sure if there would be anybody that would be there to help. And maybe, something about you feel like you'd have to beg somebody for some shit like that. Maybe take them to court just to get somebody to do something. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. So, I feel like, okay, so what this is the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So this is something that, you could definitely be a single person raising a child and getting child support. There's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean, but I feel like with this Three of Wands, I feel like there would be people that would be the Spirit will send to your life. Yes, there would be people the Spirit would send to your life to help you out, to help you in this situation. Not just that, but I feel like the father of the child would take a lot of responsibility. You know, even if the relationship does not end up in marriage, doesn't mean that the two, oh, you're over here. Even if the relationship don't end up in marriage, but at the same time, y'all are embarking on this together, and it's going to be successful. Yep, it's going to be successful, and it's going to be like the test of time. Both people working together, moving forward. But see, the thing is, it's like but you're right now, and I understand you're worrying about, do you keep this? Do you not? Do you do this? Do you not? And you don't want nothing to come back around on you, And then on top of that, I feel like you're kind of worrying about, is somebody else looking at this? Are they hearing this? Are they, hey, J Mike. Saida, do you have a question? Because I definitely can. Yeah, but I feel like, your happiness, I feel like, what, you would find happiness within yourself just by loving yourself, loving whatever you were able to create, loving, making the best decision for you, whatever works for you. Because you may be in a position where you don't know if this is the best time for you or not. Can you afford it financially? But at the same time, it's like hey, maybe this is the best time to plan a family. But, I feel like somebody's trying to make it seem like, things is going to be like this. And they paint a picture, they're making it seem like, oh, it's all going to be like this or like that, But, it's almost like somebody they're trying to act like they're going to be there, but you're not really sure if they're going to be there. But I feel like this person really would be there, almost like a grandmother part type. Hey, Letitia, how are you? We're going to pull one or two more cards, okay? What's the message? What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, I feel like, you know what? You would find this pleasurable. You know what? I feel like that this would be like an indigo child or a star child. You bringing a star child into the world, a chosen. Because I feel like, you know what? It would definitely change your entire life. It would. You talk about your heart being open, it would change your entire life. And it would stop with the whole question of, these secret fears that you have, or these secret thoughts that you have. You would no longer worry about that bullshit, because at this point, you know what, you would be in a whole nother mode. Yeah. So, hey, Black Goddess, how are you? All right, Saida, let's find out. All right, so one more card for Neville. All right. Yep, I feel like, you know what, this would be great. 10 of Pentacles and the matriarch. I mean, and the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Ace of Swords and the Hangman. So I feel like, this is really good news right here. That's a definitely a mother, a good mother. And people would see you as a good mother. They would see that you took on a whole new persona, or you like a whole new person. It's almost like there's a part of you that they never saw before. Yeah. All right. So I hope that helps. Okay. All right. So let's see who else. All right. So Saida. Okay. Let's find out. Hey, Susan. How are you? Yes, they sure do, Susan. All right. Bottom of the deck. Buy the book. Between worlds. You know, I feel like you are, for some reason, when I see buy the book, I think of the Bible. It's like, you know what, I feel like you're a person that you go by the book. You try to live a righteous life. You try to be the best person that you could possibly be. And I feel like you have a close connection between the 3D and the 5D. But I feel like, you know what, your radar is exceptionally keen. You can pick up on bullshit. Nona, put your question in the chat, sweetie. You can pick up on bullshit. You can pick up on authenticity. You can pick up on lies, secrecy, all that shit. So it's almost like something about your gift. You know, you can feel when somebody is not for you. So it's almost like, you know, you and you want to know, are you going to meet someone soon? But you know, the whole thing of, well, what's soon to us seems like it's a long time, but it seems like it's the next day to God. I feel like, you know, you're right now, you're still kind of working through some things that you still need to get rid of. Whether that's thoughts, memories, feelings, really closing chapters. But right now, Spirit wants you to remain flexible as you know, have as you navigate through the world of healing. Spirit does not want you to be in a rush. I just hear good things come to those that wait. Yeah, because when it's time for you to meet that right person, it's going to be like as if by magic. When it's time for you to meet that person that you are meant to co-create with, it's going to be by magic. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be made for each other. Soulmates going the distance. That's why Spirit said, work on you. Get rid of everything that you don't need about anyone that ever, you know, did you wrong, this, that, and the other, because that person is coming. That person is coming. You know that you are poised and you're getting ready to meet that person. It's just a matter of time. Right now, you are at a fork in the road where you can either go to the right so that you can be happy, or you can go to the left and go back around through that same bullshit. I say, get rid of the bullshit, go to the right. Go to the right. Get rid of all that baggage. Go to the right. That way, he will come in. And trust me, y'all gonna be made for each other. Y'all gonna be so happy. Y'all gonna be so in love. Y'all gonna be sitting here exchanging gifts. And you know what this means? Bow, chicka, bow, bow, baby. Hello. So, let's see what else. Yep. Figure out what is not for you and get rid of it. That's what you need to. Hey, Tanisha, sweetie, concentrate on right now. Nona, did you put your question in the chat, sweetie? Yeah. And Spirit wants you to know, the only reason that Spirit is giving you this message right now is because it's the truth. Truth be fair, to be fair, truth be told. That's the only reason Spirit is giving you, because it is the truth. You know, it's you was left out, but right now you're not really going to be left out. You're really going to get a leg up. Spirit is giving you a solid something about mending fences and cleaning up whatever you had to clean up, and taking some time to breathe and just be at peace with loving you. All right, I hope that helps. All right, now let's see what ever coming my way. Okay, let's see. Something is getting ready to happen magically, just so that you know you're not going to expect it. No, it's not going to expect something that's coming in. It's another opportunity, Spirit. What opportunities are coming on this way? Something is coming in magically. I don't know why I just saw you go, I just want a new car. I'm not saying it's a new car, but you know, that excitement, that, oh my gosh, like, whoa. What's the message? You are so welcome, Saida. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure, sweetie. All right. What's the message? What's the message? Ooh, okay. Okay, so something about a relationship, or mending something, you know, making peace with somebody. Somebody wants to mend something with you. They want to make peace with you. You're not expecting this. Somebody or something wants to make up. They want to change a whole situation. It's like they know, they understand what you was talking about. They understand your position. I don't know why I'm hearing. They know you was right. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but that's like somebody. They know you was right. That's why they want to make up. They want to like do things right this time. They want to go, you know, do things right. They want to build it up the right way. They don't want to bullshit. Mm-hmm. But they're not really sure. They're not sure if you're going to be flexible. If you're going to be flexible for them to clean this shit up. You know, somebody not sure about that. Hold on. What other opportunities are coming in? What good opportunities are coming in for Nona? Yeah, I'm telling you, they want to clean it up, but they're not. It's almost like they're not sure that you will give them. You can't make this up. They're not sure that you will give them an opportunity. They feel like you wouldn't even really notice if they did. Hey, K Hypsee. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? What else, Spirit? What opportunities are coming in for Nona? Whatever it is, I feel like you are going to be so blessed, honey. You are going to be so blessed. I'm telling you, and this is, look at this. This is fate and higher power. God had this plan just like this. So this is going to be something that's big. This is going to be something that's big. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, K Hypsee. What's the message? Hey, Mark for Life. Let me see. Yeah, I'm telling you, whatever this is fate. This has been predestined and predetermined a while now. Something about because you know what? Somebody left and you didn't understand why. Something ended and you didn't understand why. And it was almost like because it was meant for you to take another look or come outside of yourself, to see something from a different point of view or something, so that you could be poised whenever this opportunity comes in. And right now, this is the opportunity. It has something to do with your home life. Hey, Sean, how are you? What's the message? Thank you so much, Sean. What's the message? Yeah. It was something about you needed to leave. It was something about it was, and it's almost like, because here's a soulmate card, almost like you needed to leave. Sometimes you had to leave to give somebody else an opportunity to see you. And maybe this person wasn't so bad that, once you left, you was like, fuck them, never again, fuck you, sweet spot gang sign, 2 of these, 1 of these. Maybe they just kind of like, you just knew that they would never change as long as you continue to enable them. Something like that. That's what I'm finding. That's what I'm seeing. I hope that answered that question. Or if you want a deeper dive, you can always contact me for a reading. Okay. So, all right. So marked for life. Let's see. All right, awakened, chosen, and we will find out for you. Okay, so let me see. We're going to do marked for life. All right, so let's find out. All right. Oops. Whoa. Something is happening unexpectedly. Something that you tried to stop before. I feel like you tried to stop this in the past, or you tried to stop this person in the past, because it's almost like you didn't like what what you were seeing, or don't take this the wrong way. It's almost like there were some signs or something that you was doing, that you was personality traits maybe that you were exhibiting that were not the best personality traits. Almost like that you was copying after somebody you should never have chosen to be like this person. And like I said, I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but this is like, you somebody who's, oh my gosh, there's my star, I want to be just like that person, only to find out that this person is some type of a serial do something there, and they like to chomp on people's arms, and crazy like that, like one of those, something like that. What else? So now let's find out what's going on in your apartment. Because see, I don't know if this is like if following some type of negative. Yeah, this is something that has something about you need to get rid of something. I'm kind of feeling like like dark entity-ish, and I'm not I'm not a poltergeist type of person at all. Not at all, but I'm feeling like kind of dark entity-ish. Like, was there somebody in your life that maybe at one time you hung around? Maybe at one time you thought this person is kind of cool. I want to be like them, but it's like you started hanging out with them, or you started trying to be around them, and then all of this kind of weird shit started happening. It's almost like something like that. But it's all connected. It's connected. What else, Spirit? What else? Hey, Illuminated One. What's the message? Yeah, ooh, yeah, something about the unknown. Yeah, something about you're not able to change something now. Or you're not aware of something that needs to change. Because whatever it is, it's like it's gonna start zapping your energy step by step, little by little. Whatever this is. So, do you have smudge sticks? I would smudge my house, open up the windows, tell whatever it is that they're not welcome there. Because, like I said, it's all connected. Smudge, smudge, smudge. It's all connected. Somebody that you used to hang out with, maybe somebody whenever you was younger, and then after that, all of a sudden, things just started seem like they just started happening. Yep. But yeah, so maybe it's not it could be because with energy can tap into electronics. Check it out. Like I said, I'm not the poltergeist type of person. I scare easily, but that's the information I was getting. That's the feeling I was getting. Not information. That's the feeling that I was getting. That it's attached to some type of entity or something. Okay. All right, awakened chosen. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see if there's any other questions on TikTok. Hey, cool Nana. How are you? I love you too. Let's see. All right. Can I go back abroad this year? Ariana. Okay, let me see. Let's answer for Ariana. She wants to know if she can go back abroad this year. Let's get this, and then we'll come back over to the educate to liberate. Well, let me write it down. All right. All right. Okay. It says follow your bliss. Should you go back abroad this year? Follow your bliss. That's what you want to do? Do it. Yeah. I feel like you are able to release any fears that you may have, release it. I feel like you are able to experience such a bright and beautiful life. I feel like this is you going back abroad, this year is you following or you going on your journey. So yes. Yep. I think that you're going in the right direction, and you're very clear-headed, level-headed, and responsible. So yeah, Spirit said, you know what, you can yeah, it's almost like that you going it's like this is the best way for you to rest, to rejuvenate, and it's all natural. It's like you enjoy being in, nature's countryside, or seeing a different way of life, as opposed to staying here and being a part of these limiting beliefs. So yes, follow your bliss. Okay. All right, let's see, hold on. Thank you so very much, Sean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, hold on. All right. All right, so now educate to liberate. All right, so let's find out. We are going to mix these up. Okay, Mark for life. Okay, I see. Yeah, smudge, baby. Smudge, smudge, smudge. Awaken chosen. Did I miss you? Oh, okay. All right, awaken chosen. We'll do you next, okay? I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. So, educate, you wanted to know if you should contest your divorce, trying to figure out which way you should go. Um, eh, should you, it's like there's some more information that you are looking for or something. Because that's what it seems like you're trying to see if there's something, if is there something else I'm missing. You know, what if there's nothing else that you're missing? Aren't you still missing the big picture? Why contest a divorce? Or is it that you are looking for some sort of move that's going to put you on top? But is it going to really be worth it? Are you really going to be on top? It's like, yeah, don't let your ego get the better of you, trying to make something, trying to create something out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're not trying to be rude around here, but we are about keeping it real. What's the message, spirit? Yeah. It's like you already know the situation. If it's why keep somebody, why contest something to keep somebody in a position that they don't want to be in? So should you contest your divorce? I mean, not unless there is an extra $1.2 million that's not accounted for, and you know this. I will contest that motherfucker all day long. I contest it. But if it's more like $47.52 in the savings account, let the shit go. Let the shit go. Yeah. Maybe not contesting it. But what else, Spirit? What else? If it's like 1.2 million, don't let that motherfucker go. That's the kind you're going to keep in the family. I'm telling you. Yeah. So don't put yourself in a position that you're going to feel so overburdened. You know what I'm saying? Contesting a divorce itself is a big thing. But sometimes you just have to plan to be happier by as single. It don't mean you're lonely. It just means you don't have to worry about what somebody else wants, what somebody else think, unless you're trying to be in a relationship. But while you doing you by yourself, you can choose to be happy. You can choose to be happy. You don't just because things was good back in the back in the day, and then all of a sudden shit wasn't good anymore. So why stay stuck where the shit is not good anymore? I hope that helps. All right, so now we got to do Awakened Chosen. I'm sorry, sweetie, I did not mean to forget you. Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Okay, is the secret going to be revealed? Okay, hold on. So, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Wands in reverse. So something that somebody is working on. It's like it's almost like something that somebody's working on that's kind of like I don't see this as being too good. Hold on a second. Let me see. Because it's like it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot of pressure. But I feel like it's something. Somebody's gonna say something. Somebody's gonna reveal something. Because somebody sees that they've been sacrificing themselves or something. I feel like some information is getting ready to come out. It could cause a kerfuffle, but ultimately, people are going to be making a judgment call. So, and this could be about this secret that's no longer hidden. They're going to be making a judgment call. They're going to find out that somebody was a whole warlock and they was riding around acting like they was somebody special. So, and it could be, I feel like this secret is going to come out. Could be having to do with this Queen of Pentacles. That maybe, you know what, there could have been somebody that was seeing a younger man. There could have been somebody that was seeing a younger man. Ain't nobody mad at that. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What else? The secret coming out. I feel like the secret's going to come out. But it's going to be, when the secret comes out, it's going to be, I think it's going to be kind of hard because it's like at one point somebody's going to feel so betrayed, and on the other, somebody's going to almost feel like relief that it's out. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a whole lot of confusion, but at some point, somebody's going to feel like, okay, even though the secret is out, they can balance some shit out from here. I'm telling you, this secret is about to come out. It's coming. Hey, Tia. Hey, Evangelina. How are you? Is this happen to do with a family life? A family? Somebody that didn't think that this information was going to come out? It's coming out. Yes, ma'am. All right. So now let's see. I always have to fight for my position. Oh, Mom, sorry, sweetie. You don't have to fight for your position. My eyes are old, Should be, and I got the bifocals on. Should be going up and down like this sometimes. Oh, okay. Good. All right, so now I think I saw a question. Let me see. Over here. Okay. Aries, let's find out, okay? Thank you so much for the heart puff, too. All right, so let's find out for Aries. We're going to do this deck. Let's... Aries. I don't know why I'm feeling something about like some baseball or something like that. Let's see. What else? What else? Okay. Let's talk about Aries, Spirit. She wants to know, Greg V1. T1. It should be slaying. What's the message, Spirit? Loyal heart. Oh, 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 sweet. Loyal heart. Well, keep your head on straight, baby. Because all the glitters ain't gold. And that's just to be fair. Okay? Okay? Yeah, it's like, breathe, breathe, breathe. Just take one day at a time, sweet Jesus. I don't know why I'm hearing this song. Spirit wants you just to take one day at a time. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, because you're going to know if this person is true or not. It has something to do with exchanging gifts. If this person is not ready to make some type of commitment, not saying like today, tomorrow, next week, or next month, but within some type of reasonable amount of time. And it doesn't necessarily mean a commitment to marriage, but a commitment to being, emotionally available and responsible to each other, however that looks. Is it a boyfriend, girlfriend type of situation or whatever? If that person still feel like them, then it's like it's time for you to go. Yeah, it's like you're not supposed to be stuck between two worlds. But yet you are by yourself. But yet you trying to be connected to somebody else and don't know if they want to be connected to you. You sometimes you have to have them grown folk ass conversations and let somebody know. Hey, especially whenever it comes to that time, it's time for them to either clean it up, shit, or get off the fucking plot. Clean it up or hit the road. Sometimes you have to let somebody know you are not afraid to do your own thing. That that you bring all the treasure to the table. You bring the shit to the table. You are the table. So the Spirit said, don't fall asleep just yet with checking this person out. Check this person out. Remain poised and look at everything. Think about things. Question things. But yeah, loyal heart. Let's see what else, Spirit. What else? Thank you. Yeah, something about this. Have you guys gone through something before? Yeah, almost kind of like, you guys went through something and you almost broke up, but then you decided to come back, and then maybe you kind of almost went through something and you decided to come back. And like, is it something like that, a push and pull type of thing? Yeah, because I'm telling you, yeah, if it's a push and pull type of thing, then put that shit on the clock. It might be time to go. Remain flexible. All that glitters is not gold. Remain flexible. Don't be afraid to move around. Yep. Do not be afraid to move around. Remember, you are the cookie. Okay? Everybody wants cookies to dip in their milk. Okay? You are the cookie. Remember that. What's the message? Yep. Something about just be ready just in case it's time to go. You may not be time to go just yet, but just be ready. I feel like this person is going to change. That's why it's time to go. I feel like this person is going to make the necessary adjustments. They're not going to change. They're going to make the necessary adjustments that they need to make to be with you because they feel like this is fate. They feel like it's time for them to change, to grow, because they definitely want to go the distance with you. They want to build with you. This person, they feel deep inside that they're supposed to be with you. Something about the way that you think, the way that you process information. That's what that person really likes. So, but Spirit said, don't fall asleep. I hope that helped. All right. So let's see. Okay. All right, Tia, turn out for the queen. She get her justice truly. Okay. So we have some unfinished business, Tia, and things are gonna happen, like as if by magic. It's almost like, when karma come knocking at the door at the right time. The right time. Let's find out for Tia. Let's see. We're gonna do this one. Hold on. Somebody about to get they just due. Somebody gonna get what they put out there. Oops. Things ain't coming together for that person. I can tell by the shuffle. Things is not coming together for that person. Something about this relationship. Things ain't coming together for this person. Something about this relationship. You guys are the same sign, Aries? Hold on, Tia. Ooh. Yes, I'm telling you. Something is not happening. This person don't want to see. They don't want to see that this relationship is not happening. Somebody don't want to see that something that it ain't working. But guess what? This shit ain't working. It ain't working. Yeah, I'm telling you, four of wands, 4 of cups, and Page of Pentacles. Somebody they missed a whole piece of the puzzle. Thinking that they saw something, thinking they was gonna get something. That's what it is. Somebody thought they was gonna get something for nothing. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. And they're shocked. They're like, how is this working out like this? But they're saying it with cuss words. They're not saying it as nicely as I am. See, what's the message, Spirit? Hey, Cleo. Somebody thought they was going to have a new start. They did. They thought they was going to have a new opportunity to start and something was just going to take off. But that's not it. It's almost like they thought that they was getting ready to have a new start as some type of family or some type of legacy. That they was going to be looked at as the one who come and saved the world, the one who came and did the damn thing, the one who everybody need to put up on their shoulders and say rah rah, shish kumbar, whatever. But see, they realizing that somebody did too much. They did way too much. That's why shit ended. That's why ain't nothing moving forward. People was talking, Tia, people was talking, they talking a whole bunch of shit. They talking more shit than just a little bit. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say. Excuse me. What's the message? What is the message? Yeah, there's some type of and there is a message that's coming. Expect that shit. Yeah, something about this Empress. This Empress thought that she could do something and get away with it. Like she could do something, get away with it, and gaslight somebody, and they would never know. She could do something, get away with it, gaslight somebody, and they would never know. Oh, did you think that I did that? Huh. Yes, I may be holding this stabby thing with a very pointy end, and yes, all of your tires, including your spare, may have a puncture wound in it, but you think that I did that? I'm kind of shocked. Like, you think that I would do that? I mean, what would make you think that? I want to know what would make you think that shit. Yeah. But see, that's not what's happening. Ain't no gaslighting over here. What's the message, Spirit? What else? What else? What else? What else? That's too many. That's way too many. That's a whole damn deck right there. I'm telling you, is this the one you talking about? This Queen of Pentacles? What's the message? Yep. About somebody trying to create a whole thing. This Queen of Pentacles? Uh-huh. But somebody's saying something. Somebody's telling or saying something. I feel like this person is going to be found out, almost like this person's got some type of investigation going on, and they're going to have to go to jail. They're going to have to answer to something. So I feel like, yes, somebody is going to be getting her justice. Not in the way that she's expecting. And it's going to be a shock. Like one of those of, who knew? All right. So, all right. Let's see if there's any other questions. Yes, usually they are hiding 10 swords behind the back. But some people, they think that they could just come right out with it. Let's see. Hi, Cinnamon. Let's see. Does your husband want? Okay, let's find out. Cinnamon said, does my husband, they want our marriage? Spirit said, okay, so today, Spirit wants you to understand that right now, it's up to you. You have to use your intuition. Intuition does not mean that person has to say out of their mouth, this is what I want. That's not intuition. Intuition is you have this growing feeling within yourself that the way that you're feeling is right on track. In fact, you having faith in your own intuition, your own intuitive thoughts that you're having today, you are going to be meeting your future self when that shit really happens. And you're going to say, I am so glad that I listened to myself. So let's find out. Hey, Candy. Spirit said, I have been trying to tell you this for the longest. Spirit said, Spirit has been trying to tell you this for the longest, that it's time to move around. It been time to move around. Spirit said, why you think there was all these difficulties? You know, Spirit said you needed to trust the process and follow your own beacon, not what somebody is trying to do that it may be time for you to move around from. It's something about the cosmic flow. It's something about your money is being affected by someone that's in your energy, that's stifling your money. And you need to awaken to that cosmic flow. This is things that you're not aware of, that your abundance is connected to the energy around you. So if your money is kind of funny, who you hanging around? Remember, you are already enough. You've always been enough. In fact, you've been more than this person could really handle. So let's not beat ourselves up or put ourselves down. Let's pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, straighten out our crown, and remember that we've always been enough. We have always been enough. We just almost kind of like allowed someone to kind of beat us up a little bit, to kind of forget that a little bit. No more forgetting. Take that leap. Take that leap. Step by step, you are going to have everything that you ever wanted, wished for, prayed for, asked for. But everything that you're going to receive, you're going to be thankful for. All of it. It's going to unfold. Remember, everything is connected. As you clear the room, clear out the negativity, clear out the toxicity, clear out that extra baggage, that extra 100, 200, 300, however much he weighs, clear that shit out. It's like dominoes are going to be falling in your favor. And like I said, you are going to be on the receiving end. Okay? All right. So that may not be what you want to hear, but that's just what it, All right, Cinnamon. I hope that helps. All right. So, hey, the queen, the gem queen. How are you? You're welcome, Cinnamon. All right. Yeah, but Spirit wants you to keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Let's see. What else? Okay. Hypsee, let's figure this out. What's going on? All right, Hypsee. All right. Oh, okay. So what just fell out? Something about your alignment, or you're changing your alignment. Like you're becoming more in alignment. Something about you is changing. It's growing. Yeah, something about your inner child. It's like you're going deeper within. You are fully on your journey. It's like you are changing overnight. I'm just hearing people say, "Oh my God, he looks so different the last time we saw him." Because it's almost like the it's almost like there's that light within or something. I just keep somebody looking at you like like you look so different now. And I don't know why I'm hearing like if somebody when people go get those facial peels and it gets all like the I guess the top layers of skin or something. It's almost like you're glowing because you are awakened. That's why. That's why. That's why people are seeing you differently because they can tell of that complete change within you, within your soul. Something about you are gaining so much abundance. It's going step by step. And when they see you on a Tuesday, you doing this. They see you on a Thursday, you doing this plus this. They see you on a Sunday, you doing this plus this plus this. And it just keeps adding up step by step. It's like something with your abundance keeps growing. What's the message, Spirit? Yep. Okay. So yeah, and your abundance is definitely tied to your gratitude. Definitely tied together. Couldn't stop it if you tried. And I feel like, but you being so thankful for the little things that makes it so easy. And it fills God with so much joy to give you the bigger things. Because God knows you appreciate even the smallest things. Yeah, it's like what God remembers. It's like you remember, other people remember where you came from, what you had to go through, and then the fact that you created your own sacred space to get through what you had to go through, and no matter what you went through, you always maintained integrity. This is why you are an inspiration to other people. This is why God is placing you in the position to receive because you have been a light in the dark for others. You have shown other people that this is where I started, but look at where I'm at now. If I can do it, it can be done. And it's not so much that they have to have the courage that you had. They have to have the courage to rely on God like you had the courage to rely on God. That's what they have to have, that courage, that clarity to understand who was truly and fully in control. All right. All right, K Hyphy. Something about and I'm also hearing something about you being some type of brick house. Okay, so it's almost like the you are like the brick house. Okay, like the three pigs. They had one that was straw, one that was what was it, wood or some shit like that, and then one was brick. So out of the three, there was only one that was left standing, and that was the brick house. Something about you being that brick house. All right. All right. I hope that helped. I hope that helped. Okay, so let's see. If there's anything else on the TikTok, let's see. Hold on. Forever. Let me see. Okay, it's my. All right, so let's see what the Gem Queen wants to ask. Okay. Okay, so Gem Queen, one question. You're gonna ask other questions, but the other questions would be $1 each. So let me know which one, because I see a couple. Do you want me to do? Oh, okay, wait, Natalie. I got to do Natalie real quick too. Okay. Hey, Kay, I'm going to add you as a moderator on TikTok too, if you don't mind. Okay. Candy. Wait, did I? Candy, did I answer you? So hold on. Candy and Gem Queen, Natalie. Okay. All right. In business. Okay. All right. So, Candy, I'm forgetting your question. I got to scroll back up there. I'm like, wait a minute. Candy. Okay. Okay. Candy, you said, will you be a good man in your life? Or you need a good man in your life? Okay, hold on. This one. Let me mix it up here. And Natalie, you want to know about you and Nico. Okay. Jim Cleaner's business. Hey, Straight Cheese, did I say hello to you? What's the message? Okay. Something about you're not using your intuition. Like you don't feel that you know that you can, like you don't feel confident within yourself. Like like what's the reason that you feel like you have to have a good man in your life? You know, it's almost like not saying no, but I'm feeling like you. It's almost like if you're it, because behind it we got sorrow, we got the Three of Swords, the Tower, and disappointment, and the Five of Cups, and behind that we got the Dominion card. Like I kind of feel like you let's get some more, because you have to figure out what you deserve. Yeah, it's almost like, yeah, you got to figure out what you deserve in your life. Whether it's a good man or what. Will you meet one? Do you need one? Because see, all that glitters ain't gold. Do you want that? It's kind of like, what is a good man to you? Or it's not that I'm saying no. I'm saying yes, everyone needs someone. Okay. But at the same time, like I'm kind of feeling like, who are you to yourself? If this is and this is not what you want to hear. You wanted to hear you were going to meet the absolute cream of the crop and this and the other. But this is almost like you really do need to kind of like work on self, mastering yourself, or something, like something about your happiness, you being content with being just knowing that you don't need, you might want, but you're okay if you don't have, something like that. mm Yeah, because you don't want to give your power away. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you just like oppressed now. Now you had it, you was good and everything before. Before you could go out, you could do whatever it was that you wanted. You didn't have to answer anybody. And then you thought, you wanted to commit, you wanted to be with somebody, you wanted to have somebody there, you wanted to do this, you wanted to do that, only for this shit to come to find out that y'all's arguing all the damn time forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's one of those hard questions. It's almost like somebody asking, "What's their purpose in life?" Oh, just shit. Right? Nobody except for you and God figure that shit out. Nobody. So I know that's probably not. Let me see what else. Okay. So something is going to happen, and it's going to happen all of a sudden. You're not going to expect this. Whoever's coming in, you are not going to expect. And I'm telling you, they're going to be here for business because we got the 4 wands. And this is not somebody that is going to try to overpower you or nothing like that. This ain't that somebody ain't trying to overpower you. This ain't nobody that's going to try and make you not see shit or try and hide something behind your back. This ain't that. This ain't somebody that's going to try and loud talk you or nothing like that. This is going to be somebody that can see something from your point of view, and this is going to be somebody that takes what you say very seriously. Sorry. So I hope that helps. Let me see. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? And then we're going to say Queen Jim's business question. Yeah. Something about and just know that things are getting ready to go in your favor, okay? Whenever it comes to, what you want, things are going to go in your favor. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to happen all of a sudden, but it's going to be right. All right. So now let's figure out what's going on with Queen's business. Rising star, look at that. I feel like this is good news. This is good news for you coming in. It's like there's good reviews. I'm hearing good reviews. Do you ask people to send good reviews? I feel like you should, because then that's going to alleviate people from worrying about you. People aren't going to be worried. They're going to feel good giving you the business. But see, if you're not asking for the business, people ain't going to give you the business. You need to ask them for it and expect them to do that. Okay? Because look, you offering something that is needed, is called for, is wanted, is desired, strongly desired. And this is something that's major, because how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana out of 8 cards, 9 cards, 10 cards. So I kind of feel like maybe you had to leave one thing for your own peace of mind to go do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because where you was at before, they lied. They tried to make it seem like something was not. They tried to paint the picture like you was gonna get all this, you was gonna do all that, they was gonna have you, you gonna be dripping in diamonds and gold and fur and everything else. But they lied. They lied. Because you had worked at this place for a while now. You really put in that fucking work. You was dedicated. You did the damn thing. But then it got to the point where you had to close the chapter and you had to just go and do your own thing. You had to take that opportunity for yourself, And these people, they're looking at you. They're looking at you. They're really secretly cheering you on. They are. They're cheering you on because they really want you to. They want you to win. They want to see your business move forward. Because I feel like, you know what, you offer something that you doing something different that other people ain't doing. Yeah, you doing something different that other people ain't doing. And other people don't know what it is, but they want, somebody else is trying to come up against you. They're trying to ruin you. So this is somebody that you work with, but you don't trust them. This is somebody you work with, but you don't trust them because they always trying to outdo somebody else, but they never do. This is somebody that you take your space from. You know, you don't really hang around with that person. You don't really fuck around like that. But anytime that you got a good idea, that you want to try something or you want to try something, this was the first motherfucker to shoot it down. So I hope that helps with your business. All right, let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. All right. All right. Okay, so Natalie, we're gonna get you next. We got the queen. All right, let's see. Hold on. Queen. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. So Natalie, let's find out what's going on with you and Nico. Let's just change decks. All right. So we're going to find out what's going on with Natalie and Nico. Hey, Sam Soprano. How are you, sweetie? You do? The urban? Yeah, I do too. Okay, yeah, do you like it? Thank you. Thank you so very much, Sam. Hey, Captive Chains. How are you? I welcome you too as well. Hey, Vivian. I do too. I do too, Sam. What's the message, Spirit? All right, tell me about Natalie and Nico. I don't know why I'm hearing Natalie and Nico sitting in the tree. Kissinj. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby in the baby carriage. Soulmates. This is starting off good. Yeah, it's like y'all are working hard to make this to put this together. You know, both of y'all are want to be fair to each other, and I feel like if there is like a disagreement or y'all don't see eye to eye or something like that, y'all are both to talk about it because you want to make sure that these fences are being mended. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like Nico kind of knows deep inside that y'all are going to be together. We're going to pull one or two more cards, but I see my phone is about to die. I'm going to have to charge it up. Oh, because it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. All right, y'all. Let's see. And like I said, y'all can please subscribe to me on YouTube. It's SweetSpot E Magazine, just like the little logo here. You'll see the same logo on YouTube. All right, something about to the seed, building blocks, and new life. Yeah, I feel like somebody wants to go in uncharted territory with you. Like they want to do something with you they've never done before. They want to build with you. They want to start a new life with you. He wants to start a new life with you. Yep. And And you may ask yourself, why? Because he says, you are his peace. I hope that helps. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to close it down for now. I'm going to let my phone recharge. I'm getting ready to recharge. And I will see y'all a little later. I'll be back on this evening. Thank you so very much. I love my special guests, Cool Nana, Regina, and Sean Crawl. Thank you so very much. I loved y'all joining me today. Everyone else, I love y'all all. All right, I'm getting ready to shut down TikTok and YouTube. I'll be right back. TikTok, I love y'all, and we will see each other soon. All right, bye now. All right. Woo! Okay, I don't know what this is, but you're going to dismiss it. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I love you all. J Mike, are you on TikTok? So I'm gonna if so, I'll see if I can find you. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to Awaken Chosen. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I'm getting ready to close it down. Oh, let's go ahead and swing the pendulum. See, TikTok, you need to be on YouTube. We're getting ready to swing the pendulum, see what the message spirit has for us. Yes, no, maybe so. And then we're going to close it down. So what is your question? What is your question? It looks like the answer is yes. It is definitely a yes. All right, perfect. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I love you all, and I will see you in a little bit. Bye now.